Well, Aaron, go ahead and introduce yourself again and take off. This is great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you all joining us today for our part 2 of our Agility 360 overview. My name is Aaron Armendariz. I am the sales consultant here with Wisys, along with Bob Hawk, who you just heard. I've been with Wisys for about 4 years now, and I mainly work in the SAP Business One product for Wisys. So I will be helping you through your B1 project with Wisys here as you move along. Today we're really going to take a look at the processes of the standard out-of-the-box solution of Wisys using Agility 360, our newest product that we have released recently, and we want to give you some more information on how that might function for you. We had a session a couple weeks ago with our president, Don Beer, who showed you a little bit of the technology side of that solution. I'd like to do a little recap with that today, so in case you weren't able to join part 1, you can take a look at that here today. We'll go through a few slides here. We're going to look at the part 1 overview, and we're going to talk a little bit about Agility 360 and what it is. What exactly is Agility 360? So Agility 360 is Wisys' newest WMS platform for SAP Business One. It's going to run natively on an Android device. So whether it's a Samsung cell phone or a Galaxy cell phone, a Samsung tablet, or a standard professional warehouse scanning mobile device, you can utilize a native Android device instead of another type of device. It runs natively on the Android. Agility 360 utilizes a different server format than our traditional Agility mobile solution. We are utilizing IIS web deploy services. So you would need an IIS server to run the Wisys solution in SAP Business One. So it's going to give you some additional features that you're going to be able to utilize a web service call outside of your 4 walls. So this enables you the opportunity to utilize cellular communication, as well as if you have an outward facing web server. So let's take a look at the fundamental differences, and you'll notice here that the Agility 360 product has a really current updated look and feel. You'll notice that's different from our current Agility Mobile, which took place or used the Windows format for formatting and screen as well there. So you're going to see a traditional RDP format for that Agility Mobile, and the Agility 360 utilizes an updated look and feel. So what are the differences between the two products? So as we've just talked about, Agility 360 must run on an Android device. There are no options otherwise. Agility Mobile can still run on the Windows CE platform or Android devices, but we understand that the Windows CE platform is ending and leaving the Android device as the major operating system for a handheld device today to run Wisys on. So we run on the native Android device, so it's not a RDP session that Agility Mobile would use. In that case, we are using a IIS server to connect your Wisys WMS solution to, instead of an RDP server, which would require you to have certain RDP licensing to handle that. You will not need that any longer. Agility 360 is built in a smaller footprint, so it requires less resources from the handheld device and the server to run Agility 360, whereas Agility Mobile will continue to use the same resources that were expected before. We do have a new look and feel, which gives people a better look at the product, and Agility Mobile has the same Windows look and feel from Windows 95. One of the things we like to talk about with Agility 360 is, why are we going to Agility 360? Why do we have the product? Well, it's going to take the abilities or the hardware provided from the Android device to utilize those native functionalities built into that. Things like geolocation, signature capture, picture capture we can use those devices, such as the camera, to realize transactions within Wisys and SAP B1. The Agility mobile solution does not have access to those external properties of that handheld device you're using there. And just to make clear is that the Agility mobile device is still very popular. It's still used with many of our companies today. This is a new product that you're allowed to use. You could do either or, right? You don't have to, this isn't replacing Agility mobile. This is going to work alongside of it in different situations. So we can discuss further those options. But what I'd like to show you now is really a sample application that we've created, that our team's created to utilize some of those native features of the Android device. So we have an application delivery form that we've created that our team has that's built for us for demonstration purposes today. But I just wanted to give you guys the visualization of some of the things that we can do by utilizing the native Android device and the features built into the device. Let's take a look real quick. So during this, we have an application, appliance delivery order here. We're going to scan the order number. We're going to get up 2 items on this order that we're going to deliver. We're delivering a refrigerator and a dishwasher today. So we're scanning those items. We also have serial numbers associated with those items, and we will scan those serial numbers. Beep, you have scanned the serial number for the first item, the refrigerator, and the second item, we're also going to scan a serial number, and we're delivering this. So we're outside the 4 walls of the warehouse. We're actually on a service vehicle, and we're delivering these items. So very nicely here, we have 2 items with serial numbers associated. I can now utilize my native Android application to have the customer sign for these items. So now we've received a signature on that SAP document. And also, we'd like to take photos to make sure that we've delivered the items as promised with no damages. So today we're enabling the camera within the Wisys form. We're taking a picture of that dishwasher. We're also gonna take a picture of the refrigerator. And this, this gives a confirmation, almost like in Amazon, where you could say, we've delivered the product, we've installed it, there's a picture. We also want to have a picture of the front door, kind of just like Amazon as well, where we take a picture or UPS delivery, and we want that to take that into the SAP document. Notice I have attached 3 pictures to this form. Also during this process, because we are using the native Android solution, it will also take into effect or take into the SAP document the geolocation of this delivery. So very simple, nice and easy form. This is a tailored item that we've created for a customer in a appliance delivery. And what that's doing is utilizing signature from the customer and taking pictures, as well as a location to confirm that with SAP Business One. So we have that information in a repository within SAP Business One in attachments. So I just wanted to show you that sample application, but I really wanted to today is take you through a real world overview of how to use Agility 360 in a real world application today. If you notice here on the screen, we do have a tablet. So I currently myself use a Samsung A6 tablet with a Bluetooth scanner attached. With that and with thinking that using that item, that device, I don't have any free hands, right? I don't have anything to pick up boxes with. I have my hands full with a scanner and a tablet. We can mount those. You could have those mounted to a tow motor, and you could have a holster and different attachments for your scanner. But Wisys will run on a tablet, Android tablet, in the first instance here. The second instance, you're gonna see the classic Zebra MC9300. In today's transactions, I'm gonna utilize an emulator of the MC9300 to walk through our processes. And also, just a little bonus feature there as well is, of course, if you have an Android phone, you can use Agility 360 on your Android phone as well. Now, that may not help you because most phones do not have a scanning device or a long-range scanner on there, but there are many different instances where this might be good for lookup, looking up items on the fly, or having a C-level person having access to inventory levels on their cell phone, you can accomplish that as well. You could also have a Bluetooth ring scanner, and you could utilize a sled on a cell phone, but that also just opens up the options for different devices for you to use when using Wisys. So let's get into some real transactions here. So today's actually, I apologize. Let me bring up my spreadsheet again because I want to kind of go through what we're going to do today. So today, we are going to do some transactions. So, oops, let me go right back. Sorry, I apologize for that, guys. Stick with me 1 second here. All right, so today's transactions, we're going to do some standard out-of-the-box processes that Wisys handles with Agility 360. Now, they are going to replicate what we do already in Agility Mobile, but I'd like to give you guys the look and feel of how that acts with Agility 360. We are going to do some PO receiving. I'll show you some label printing through that. We are going to do put away transactions as well as movements around the warehouse. We're also going to pick some sales orders, and we're going to stage those, and we're going to use our Agility fulfillment module to utilize our new Agility shipping product. So it's a great product that I like to show, and I like to integrate that with the Agility 360 demonstrations, but we're going to show you how to ship using our fulfillment manager and our integrated agility shipping. And what integrated agility shipping means is that we have direct integration with UPS, FedEx, USPS today to ship out product and get that back into SAP Business One using Wisys. So not to skip ahead too far, but let's get into some real life transactions today. So we're going to start doing some simple PO receiving. I do have some POs set up within SAP Business One, and I will come back and reference these purchase orders and sales orders through the process of receiving within Wisys. We do have it, and today we're going to work with some products. I know it's Thursday, we might be getting a little crazy, but we're gonna work with some popcorn, some tequila, and some rum here today. So if you have it, enjoy it, but I'd like to give you a good demonstration with that. We're going to pull up my emulator, and as you see today, my emulator here has Agility 360 running on it. This is a Zebra model MC9300. It's just a skin I'm using, but I'm using a Bluetooth or a USB scanner to achieve all of our transactions and forms through scanning. So today, my first PO here is $12.94. So I'm going to go into my goods receipt PO, and I'm going to receive some product. Okay, so I'm going to scan. Now I may have a receiver with a barcoded scanning of my PO number. I do have that barcoded. I'm going to scan that. Notice the blue area. The blue area on the order is the focus area of my form. That's where my input is going to happen. To validate it, if it validates it, it confirms that I'm on the correct order, and it'll move to that next item. So I am on the item number. Now, if I were to scan the wrong item, it's going to give me a red error and say PO item record not found. This means I cannot continue on the form. I can't pass along to the different sections of the form. I need to validate that I'm scanning the correct item. So I'm going to scan my first item today. So that's my Don Julio Blanco tequila. I have a default bin set, 05 doc. This is a setting within Wisys that I can assign default bins. My goal here in standard out-of-the-box Wisys is to get the product off the truck and get it onto my dock to where I can then put it away. But what I'd like to do is get it onto my dock and let the truck leave. This is a standard operation, but with Wisys and the tailoring that we can do, that can be changed to your needs. But right now I'm showing the standard solution. So on this PO, it tells me I have 1,000 remaining of this product. I can under receive that. I can have rules set to over receive that, but today I really want to receive that amount. So I'm going to receive 1,000 and hit save. I'm going to go to my next item. My next item is my Captain Morgan rum. Again, I have a default bin set. I have 1,000 remaining, and I'm going to receive all 1,000 today to make it easy for everybody to see. And my last item is going to be my Frito-Lay's popcorn. Notice again, my default bin, I have 1,000 remaining, and let's bring in 1,000. So now that I've received everything on that PO, I can then go back to my relationship within SAP Business One. I can refresh this, refresh it. All right, 1 second, let me see the relationship map here.
Did you post?
Oh yeah, good call, Bob, thank you. I need to post that transaction first. So I'm gonna hit the post button. So when I hit the post button, I can have many things happen. Today, my product does not come with barcode labels on them. So what I want to do is print barcode labels for all my product. I can print one barcode label. I can print 1,000 for each of those. Today, I'm going to print a screen. Usually, you would print to a location near you, maybe a barcode printer, label printer near you. Today, I'm going to print a screen, and it's actually going to print my barcodes, and it shows on my emulator today because that thinks it's a PC, but that's printing directly on that, all the labels I need. I can have documents print there. If I had specific documents that I needed to have when printing barcodes, those could all be done with the post button with our design tools. So to go out of there, so we've printed out our labels. I will go back and refresh this screen. Notice that PO, purchase order, is closed. I've received everything on that PO. I can show you a relationship map here as well. And notice I've created the goods receipt PO. So we receive the product into our warehouse, to our dock station. Now I'd like to put those away. Very easily, I'm going to use Agility 360 to put that product away. We have a function called put away. I'm going to go into put away, and my default bin is set here on my put away default bin, which we know is the dock, the 05 dock. I'm going to scan those items to put them away. So I'm going to do this function. Notice it validates that. It says how many are remaining at the dock. Now I'm going to take those to a particular bin, specific bin. This could be directed, or this could be something that I'm choosing the bin to go to. But right now I'm choosing the bin today. I have selected the bin, and I'm going to put 1,000 of these away. I'm going to do my next item. It validates that it's Captain Morgan. It says I have 1,000 remaining. I'm going to scan my bin. Again, this is the bin I'm putting it in, and I'm going to take in 1,000 and put those away as well. And my last item, our popcorn. It's going to ask me for the bin. I scan the bin. I put in a quantity of 1,000. So very easily, without paperwork, without referencing a manager to do this, I have received the product from a purchase order to a goods receipt PO. I have then received that to my dock, and now I have put that away to the proper bin, which is required for me to put those products in. So those products are put away very easily on a handheld in real time within SAP Business One. I'd like to show you a couple other features. We do have the standard goods issue and goods receipt on our handheld. You can identify by user or by role what objects or which transactions functions the employee can use. By setting up roles and rules within Wisys, I can see only the items that I wish to, that I need to do. That's my job function. So Aaron, today I have everything on Wisys, in Wisys to use. Bob may only be receiving product and putting it away, or he may only be doing inventory cycle counting. You can assign those roles and only see what your job functions may include. So today we do standard things like, I'd like to do a bin transfer for you today. Again, without paperwork, I can scan an item. I can take it from the bin that I put it away to. It shows my available quantity, and I'm gonna scan that to I'm sending that to my staging bin because I know that'll have to go out later at some point, but I'm gonna do 1,000 of those. Very easily, using scanning technology, validating throughout the whole way, you can make those bin movements very easily and in real time as well. So we've done a bin transfer. You can do warehouse transfers as well. You can transfer products between warehouses. The next thing I'd like to show you, so we've received product, we've done some movements within the warehouse. Now we want to fulfill some orders. This is where we want to do our sales order fulfillment with picking lists, as well as using our agility shipping, which is our fulfillment manager solution that I'll show you as well. So we received product. Let's take a look at some sales orders that we have in the system. Again, the things we're doing here today, these are out of the box standard operations. These may not follow exactly what your company does or what your team needs. We do have our design tools that allow us to tailor these processes to your company's needs. So today we have some orders for the product. Some people want to buy some tequila, rum, and potato chips. I have an open PO or open sales order here that I'd like to pick, pack, and ship. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to generate a pick list. Now I'm doing that right from SAP B1, right from my right click and generate pick list. And that's going to release the pick list for these products right here. So there's my pick list. It's giving me a pick list number. I can utilize or use the SAP Pick and Pack Manager. I can do it directly here from the sales order, but I'm creating a pick list number for my employee assigned by person, Jason, is going to have the ability to pick the items to move to the staging area for packing and shipping. So we're going to have pick list number 58 here. So let's go back to our Agility 360, and we're going to do a sales order picking here. Notice again, a new form here. I have my picking number. We know that I've been assigned picking order 58. I can also do a lookup by hitting the 3 dots here. So if I have many picks to do throughout the day, or if I have combined picks into single picks, they'll show up here everything that Jason, myself, has to pick from. So I know that last pick list that I created was 58. I could have some documentation with that. I am, in this case, just looking up the items that I have to pick. So I have my picking number. It's validated that with SAP, and it's going to my order number. My order number is 1243. I'm going to scan that order number there. I'm going to scan the first item, and I'm going to scan the bin that I'm picking that from, and I have 10 on that order, so I'm going to save that. Save there. I'm going to go to my next item, which is the Captain Morgan. I'm going to scan that from the bin that I did put it away earlier. I'm going to pick it from that same bin. I'm going to take 10 of those, and I'm going to save that as well. And then my last item, our popcorn, I'm going to scan that from my 05A2 bin where I've put that away. And again, I'm going to take 10 of those and save that. Notice you'll see once I've picked everything on that picking number, you'll see that it says it's fully picked. There's nothing left for me to pick here. It's moved that product to the staging area. Now we're ready to go and pack and ship the product. So we've picked the order. We have, if we go back to our pick list here, so we'll take a look at the pick list. You'll see that that status has moved to pick. We've picked 10 of each. Now we're going to go ship those with Agility Shipping. So let's go over to Agility Shipping. Now Agility Shipping can be run a couple different ways. The way I'm going to show you today is utilizing a pack station. It'll use a pack station on a Windows desktop. This does not this product here is on a desktop, not on a handheld, but we do have handheld shipping that you can do single line items from a handheld as well. I can also pack cartons from a handheld and bring it over to the shipping area as well. But today what I want to show you is I want to build a new shipment. I want to pack those cartons and I want to ship it out using UPS or FedEx today. So I do have the order that we just fulfilled. I want to create a new shipment today. So this is on our desktop, Agility Fulfillment Manager, part of Agility Shipping. I'm going to create a new shipment. Notice how here it shows a trailer or pro number. This will allow me, if I need to, for an LTL or truckload to add these things here today. I do not need that. I know my sales order is a UPS driven sales order. I'm just going to click OK. I have a new empty shipment here. I have a shipment number assigned to that. So if I'm packing cartons on a handheld, it's going to create that shipment number. But today I'm packing on a desktop. I'm going to pack this order, this order 1243, and ship it out. So I'm going to add a carton. This is a standard carton that could be set up within Wisys. If you have standard carton sizes, if you have unique carton sizes to your company, they can be added within Wisys settings to create carton sizes for your products. I'm going to add a carton, and I'm going to add an item to that carton. And I know I'm going to use order 1243. I have my order there. I've scanned my order. I've scanned my first item. Notice how it defaulted to the staging bin. That's where I placed that product for this order. And I'm going to put 10 in there. And I'm going to click OK for the first item. So it's built one carton with 5 bottles or 10 bottles of the tequila in there. I'm going to create another carton. So this is a separate box for the second item. I'm going to add carton. I'm going to add the item. So my second item here, see it's already pre-filled in my order number. I'm going to click on my item number there. It's defaulted my stage, the proper stage, and I'm counting 10 of those going into the box. There's my second carton. And now we're going to do our third carton, our last carton for this order. I'm going to add the carton. I'm going to add an item. Add my item here. So there's some Frito-Lay chips. I've got 2 orders for those, so I'm going to select the first one here. Notice it's got the staging bin there and the quantity of 10. And here's my third item in my third carton. Notice how we also have pallets here. Wisys has pallet functionality that will allow you to ship out pallets, whether it's LTL, UPS, but I can create a pallet level boxing as well with cartons inside those pallets. So just imagine if you're creating an LTL or truckload shipment, you can build a pallet and cartons within that pallet with products inside there. So you could build that out. But notice today I have my LTL and truckload lit up. So if I wanted to change the delivery to a truckload or LTL, I could do that. But based on my sales order today, UPS has been assigned to my sales order for this order. So it lights up and it becomes colored instead of the grayscale of the other 2 products here. We do have UPS, FedEx, and USPS today. We are working on our international shipping and also rate shopping for Q1 2022. As you see here, I have UPS lit up and I'm going to select UPS. I want to ship this product via UPS today. And notice the Agility shipping menu comes up and it's in the UPS carrier colors, so it's easily identifiable. I have 3 packages. Now I have populated my cartons within Wisys and I have signed weights within SAP Business One so it can understand all of those items and create the correct weights and measures for those packages. I also have the ability to connect the USB scale to the product and get weight by the scale. Today I don't need to do that because I know my weights and shipment and my package dimensions. I have my ship to address here. I also have my service that sales order has been assigned to ground. I do have the ability to allow a selection of a different type of service, whether this needs to go 2-way. So you can make business decisions later if necessary, or I could lock that down to where nobody can make changes. But today, I just want to do a ground shipment. When I hit the ship button here, it's going to create any documentation necessary for this shipment, whether it's a packing list, a bill of lading, things that are required by your customer can be printed by hitting the ship button. Today, my only requirement is to print out UPS shipping labels. So it's going to make that direct integration call to UPS when I hit ship here. And it's going to print me out some UPS labels. Notice and remember that I had 3 cartons associated with this sales order. Here's our first carton, my second carton, and third carton. So we've got our UPS label printed. Now that would follow the sales order. So if it's FedEx or USPS, whatever we decided on the sales order, that's how it would determine the route or the carrier that it's used. So we've shipped that product. It's out the door. I want to show you the relationship to the sales order in SAP Business One. So let's go back to that sales order. We're going to refresh this sales order. Notice that the sales order is closed. I'm going to do a relationship map to that, and you'll see that a delivery note has been created. If I click into that delivery note, this is where, going to my logistics tab, that I'm going to be able to see my tracking number returned to the delivery note. So therefore you can send out your customers or vendors emails based on the shipping integration into Wisys, and that will be put directly back into SAP Business One. So we've seen a little bit about receiving, put away, transfers, and shipping. I really wanted to get you guys the look and the feel of the Agility 360 mobile device and how it works within Wisys. I think we got a good, I've shown you a good amount today, and I know we will be able to go deeper. I'd like to get into pallets into a next webinar.